Hello, friends. Welcome to Squaird Plans, where creative planning and organization comes to life. I'm Stephanie, and today I'll be creating a block schedule planner insert to help manage my time each day more efficiently. So come plan with me. And I've got these stamps and ink ready to go, along with some washi tape, this fine liner pen, this sticker book from the Paper Studio, these Happy Planner sticker books, and this Live Love Posh sticker book, which I'll pull from. Okay, you guys, so originally I created the morning routine on the front side of this insert. So today we're going to create the back side, which is this block schedule. So I'm just going to lay down some wax paper and have that morning routine facing up for reference as we set up the block schedule look and feel. I'll be using the same types of stickers and the same theme so everything looks cohesive in this spread that I'll be creating. I am using these really pretty outlined neutral florals from Live Love Posh's I think it's beautifully lined sticker book. I'm also bringing in some elements from the Happy Planner neutral watercolor sticker book, and I've pulled the sophisticated florals as well. There is a lot of elements in there that I feel like tie well together with this color scheme. I've also pulled the Girl with Goals sticker book and lettering coming from a book from Hobby Lobby's line, Paper Studio. So those are the ones I have ready to go, and we'll see how far we get with those stickers. I haven't really gotten too far with the design on this insert. I will be theming it, like I said, to match the front page, so I didn't really do a lot of pre-planning, thinking it would be pretty straightforward. I did plan out to use these box stickers, thinking that would be a nice way to kind of block out this schedule, as you'll see. I have done a block schedule video in the past, along with the morning routine, and then also the master schedule ideal week, if you will. I'll link that here in the cards as well as in the description below for you guys if you haven't seen it. That goes a little bit more in depth on building your own schedules, including your, full block schedule from start to finish. That's not what we're going to do here in this video. This is just going to be more about me setting up a revised version of the one I did from that video that more pertains to my lifestyle at this time. That said, I'm again matching up the styling to the front side, which is that morning schedule, using even the same lettering and just dropping that in currently here at the top. I've also added in those florals, like I mentioned, and sticker strips from the neutral watercolors sticker book for some added color and variety to the decor. And then, of course, those box stickers I mentioned for the block schedule. So now I'm back into the neutral watercolor sticker book, just kind of seeing what else I can add in here. This is where I really played around a lot with figuring out what I wanted to do. So this took a little bit of time. I hadn't really thought it through like sometimes I like to do, so this did take a minute. I did see these semi-rounded boxes that I thought would be good to tie in the time areas of these block schedules, similar to how I have it on the front. So I'm going to try to bring these in somehow. I'm just not sure how to match them up best with these boxes. First, I thought it would be kind of nice to just cover the tab with them. But then I thought maybe I should do something else and stagger it a little bit differently. So I'll just tweak the positioning, I think, of these rounded circles, just laying those on the opposite side. I think that just makes it look a little bit taller and I felt like that just looked better overall. So now I'm just making sure that the spacing between them is sufficient so that I can have that overlapping oval sit on the top. And that looks good. Just again going to look through my sticker books that I've pulled, see if there's any other elements to bring in for a little bit of added design and color. This did take quite a bit of time. I just didn't really find what I was looking for in most of the sticker books that I pulled. So you're going to see me flipping around quite a bit, trying to figure out what might work, what might look good. I really struggled with the front too when I did the morning routine, just kind of finding things to fill some of the gap areas in and around the spread. And I still feel like there's a nice large gap to be filled up there in the corner on the bottom right of the morning routine. So I might add some more florals there at some point. But here, yeah, I'm just kind of seeing what I have. Then I remembered I wanted to bring in some of this dot washi, so we'll bring some of that in. I had ran out of the washi tape I used on the front, which was more of a peach tone dot pattern. Going with the black here was the closest I had that had the same vibes and was in the right color scheme, but I think the softer peach tone was really nice for the front. And again, just looking for some other little elements. I just brought in the AM and PM from the lettering sticker book that I had from Hobby Lobby. Not real sure where to put those. I have them on the side there, but they look a little off. Trying to give them a little bit more of a purpose. Yeah, it's not going too well as far as that is concerned. But I think we have enough to get started, so let's start moving things over. And of course, I did start moving things over and then forgot to press record. I'm going to pick this up a few minutes later. I've just moved over the washi tape and the sticker strips and then the corner florals at this point, so you really haven't missed much other than me moving those over. And now we'll start dropping in the boxes. I was struggling a little bit with the spacing, trying to gauge how much space in between each one was the right amount and then matching that up. And then I definitely pulled a few audibles by changing where I was putting stickers, so I decided to hold off on placing some of the more smaller decor items till I got a feel for what I really wanted to do. That happens sometimes. I do something on the wax paper just to see how it looks, and I think I might like it like that, but then sometimes I change my mind as I move things over to the page. And there is a little bit of a rip on that top block schedule box that I end up going back with a glue pen and setting back down, and that worked out nicely. I did that off camera, so you guys won't see it, but it was a quick way to fix that problem so I wouldn't have to replace the box. Just didn't like that there was a little bit of a rip there from when I moved the sticker earlier. And I'm going to go ahead and move off the title. I just wanted to make sure it was as cleanly aligned as possible on the wax paper, and then just rolled it right off. It was a perfect technique. And here I moved it to the center, as you can see, whereas before it was more on the top left, just to see if I like that better. And I kind of did. It felt like it was easier to balance out some of the decor items around. So we're going to go with that. Now I'm just trying to place in some things in and around it based off of that. And move that AM and PM to those two diagonal corners, but I don't know if I like that because they're just kind of floating in space. We'll see what we do with those. Like I said, I just feel like it's a big empty spot in this top left corner right now. So I'm just going to go again through those sticker books looking for something to fill that space. I'm just not liking anything that I'm finding. So I decided to hold on that and then go ahead and start stamping in the times for these block schedule blocks. I am using some small wooden number stamps that I've recently picked up at the thrift store actually. And I've used those on the front, so I thought I would carry those through to the back here. I kind of set up what I was going to put in these, so I know that all of the times that I'm going to be using are whole numbers, so I don't have to worry about putting in too much into each one of these oval-shaped boxes. And just stamping in the times here, freehand, hoping that it works out. It did pretty well, but then later when I try to add in the AM and PM, one of them was pretty tight there in the center. So I will probably go back and just at least clean that one up. So here I'm defining what each block is going to focus in on. I have 6 blocks, as you can see. My AM routine is first. Then I have one for Get Moving, which is basically my exercise block. Then I have a work block, which I'm calling Work on It. And then a midday break block, a Work on It Part 2, basically, and then downtime. So that's how my day will be structured. And now we will define what will go under each one of those blocks, like what my focus will be, the types of tasks and items, and when I'll be doing them in my day. The whole idea of block scheduling is to help you have a loose structure to your day, but not be super tied to strict defined times. The blocks themselves are what you're basing your time limits on, and then you pick up whatever you can from that block to be able to do it. But once that block is over, you immediately move on to your next block and leave the tasks in that first block left over. So that's just kind of the basis of it. It's really good if you aren't in a environment like a work environment where you have set meetings and things, but maybe it's more you have a free-formed day that you can define what you want to do and when, which is my current situation. Working from home and being self-employed, I can define the times where I am working and when I'm not, and figure out what I want to do with my time. So that's how I'm scheduling out this block schedule. One of the main things too is that I've been trying to limit my time for work to 8 hours a day max, not going way over, which tended to happen quite a bit in the past. So I have a 4-hour block in the morning and then another 4-hour block in the evening. So I've went ahead and just added in those things that I would do in each of the blocks that I've defined. At the end, I do a close-up of the insert. So if you want to see exactly what I'm putting under each one, that's a great time to kind of get a real close-up view of my individual tasks. But again, this video is more about just how I'm designing this updated block schedule versus the minutia of me defining what my block schedule is, since I already did that in a separate video. So still on the hunt for another item for that upper corner I've pulled out one circle sticker that might work, and I looked through all my sticker books again. Even thought it would be kind of cool if I could get like this circle sticker punched out to be a little bit smaller and maybe use it instead of a full circle, which was a bit much. But I tried to use the punch that I had on hand, and it was just a little too large, so I didn't have the right size to really make that work. So we'll go ahead and put that back. Again, another sticker that I thought maybe I could customize to fit. Started cutting up this quote, but then I just didn't think it was going to have enough impact for me to be happy with it. And finally, I was just like, let me see if there's something else in another sticker book that will work. So I grabbed my Happy and Grateful sticker book, which came in a Happy Planner Bee Grateful box. And I knew that it had similar colors to what I was working with, so it was a good one to try to find something else to match up. Just looking really quickly through it, and thought I saw something that I would like there on that page. Well, it's a bit dark, but I think that it will work. It definitely has the presence that I'm looking for in the design, the contrast. So we'll drop that in non-committally for now, see if we want to keep it as is. Maybe add some more florals to this bottom corner. Not real sure I'm in love with that, but we'll put them in just to fill some space. I think that's going to do it for us. I'm not seeing anything else that is really going to work. Thought about adding more of those florals in, but yeah, it's just makes it a little too cluttered, I felt like, up there. So one more thing before we wrap things up, I again thought that that was a little bit too tight in that time slot, so I will re-stamp it. While I am waiting for the whiteout ink to dry, I'm just going to heavy up the AM and PMs on the other ones just so they look a little bit more robust next to the numbers. We'll go ahead and re-stamp. And then I'll also write in AM again. Last but not least, let's cut out the stickers that are overlapping the holes. And once I'm done with that, you guys, we will be done, friends. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Also, too, go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. Bye.